To start, huh?
Episode number 1, baby. Episode number 1. Spanglish Cafe Freestyle Edition.
I'm happy. We got freestyle in the house.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to start already. We've been planning this for a while already.
I feel more in my element because the salsa I get lost, you know, because I don't know those artists and their incredible music. It's not that I don't love the music, but you know, grew up in New York.
Well, I'm glad, I'm glad that I'm part.
I got my bling on today.
I'm glad I'm part of both worlds. You know that I know the salsa crowd, and I know pretty much all the artists that I grew up in the freestyle days. So that was a big part of my life growing up in New York City, Bronx, Queens, Spanish Harlem. All over the place.
Yeah. Well, what's amazing to me now at my age, right? I just turned 59, and I have met like all my idols in music and freestyle. Like I've been meeting them now at an older age, and I grew up with all these songs, and I'm like, you're the person who sings that song? Oh my gosh, I'm like crying. When I met Susan from Company B, I'm like, are you kidding me? I love that song. He used to jam all the time, and then with Angel and the Cover Girls. Are you kidding me? Like we were roller skating, right? We used to go to the ring, roller skate. We've been dancing every weekend, hoping the DJ would play our song, right? As I look like I turned back to 16 again. I love it.
You're taking me back to high school now.
Yeah. Don't you want to be 21 again? I do.
Well, we're excited today. We have a great superstar here. We are very fortunate that she accepted our invitation here. I'm excited. So without further ado, you want to introduce her?
Let's bring on Angel, the original cover girl.
Hey.
Hey, girl. I'm so happy you are here.
That's dope.
Thank you for being
Not
here.
worthy. Not worthy.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh my gosh.
You deserve everything, every minute of it.
You work so hard all your life. I'm watching all this stuff and going, oh my gosh, I remember those times back then.
Yeah.
And I moved from New York to LA, so I kind of missed some of it. So I went to a different.
Did you? You moved to LA at what age?
In '87, I was 23.
Really?
I went to my sister's house, to Rita's house. I was at my sister's house for a while.
Didn't know that. Really?
Yeah, see, she didn't tell. I'm telling you, she didn't tell you. So I was staying there for a while until I moved to downtown LA, and then I lived in LA for 13 years.
Wow.
My kids were born there.
Back.
Well, when I had my kids, my mom was here. My mom was in Florida. And you know how as you get older, you want to be closer to your family.
Absolutely.
My mother just had me, so I had to, so my kids, I had 2 sons, so, they have their grandmother. So I moved back this way, and so I went to Florida, and then the family también is in Puerto Rico. So from LA to Puerto Rico was 9 hours.
That's crazy. So your family's all over.
Yeah, because my dad moved back to PR after my parents got divorced. So from New York, no big deal. I used to go all the time. I spent about 10 years of my life back and forth, living there every 3 months of the year in Puerto Rico.
So you just
and then, so when I went to LA, I kind of separated from the freestyle stuff because I got into the rock. I lived in Hollywood, so I was into the 80s rock and roll, the long-haired rock, all those people. Yeah. So I went from freestyle to like Poison and Rat and Guns N' Roses, all that stuff.
Yeah, listen, I love all of that too. So
go because we grew up with that. So Angel, so tell me, man, how old were you when you started singing?
When I started singing with the group or just started singing?
Just started singing.
About 8 years old.
Wow.
I did my first play when I was 8 or 9 years old.
I can hear now. I got into the conversation.
Okay, you were having a problem. So where were you singing, in school?
No, actually, it was a community center in the projects in the Bronx. And, it was like the summer vacation. I decided to make a play. And I put the play together, and I was the star, and all the kids had to do what I said.
Oh, wow. No, she's already directing back then. Look at that.
I was already directing, yeah.
Wow.
So someone saw me there who had an acting school. It was the Philip Nolan Academy. And they gave me a scholarship. So I started acting first.
Oh, wow. Did you get into movies too? Did you do any movies?
I did no movies. No, I didn't do any movies. I did plays, but I did no movies. And then I just started singing. I would do talent shows, and I started singing backgrounds on people's records. And by the time I was 16, I was already starting to do backgrounds, and singing in clubs. And then I got my own deal, but I heard about the cover girls, and they were looking for a lead singer. They were auditioning for all the girls, but they were auditioning. The day I went was for the lead singer.
Okay.
And oh my God, there were so many girls there. They were so beautiful girls. Oh my God. Here I am, this tom girl, tomboy. I'm only 5 feet tall. They're all 5'7", 5'8", beautiful, glamorous, model types. But I said, you know what? I really love what it was I had heard the song Show Me as demo form. And I loved it. I said, that song is going to be a hit.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to audition for the group. Otherwise, I wouldn't have. But it was that song, Show Me that pulled me in.
So you auditioned and you got it that day, or how did that go?
Yeah. I auditioned. I had no music with me. The other girls had music. They had choreography. Oh my God, girl. Nothing.
The only thing that I noticed.
You had a voice. That's what you had.
The reason was because she had the spunk. Okay, because I see all the videos and I see that, ¿cómo se dice?
She got the spark.
That suave, that spark. You could tell that there's a shine there. There's an extra shine above. And
It's
that's
almost
what
like
was
turn on a camera, put the light on, and I'm going. That's it.
Yeah.
that's it. And
Oh, yeah.
that was the difference between you and those other girls.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
saw you in full
They were
force the other day.
They were very professional, but like you said, they didn't have that spark. You know, they didn't have their own. It was almost like they were all carbon copies. They were
Oh, wow.
beautiful, and you know, they were boring.
Right.
were
So
born.
and you had that Latina fuego, you know. So you had
Yeah,
that, you know,
there you
you
go.
had that you
Yeah.
had that extra push. So it was already in you, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was
Oh.
almost like they didn't know what to do with me because I looked like a little tomboy, and then it was called the Cover Girls.
So how did the change come? Like then they started like
Well,
then you got the
that's
dressing
the-
code.
I rehearsed. I had to learn all the choreography that they put together. I rehearsed, and you know, I pulled it off. I pulled off the first couple of shows. Then we had to do the show me video, and everybody's like, "Oh my god!" But it was crazy. It was like, "Okay, you got to look like a model." Listen, remember, I'm an actress. You want me to look like a model? Yeah, I'm gonna be Cindy Crawford. Hold up. They put the heels on me, the dress, the makeup, and then, oh my god, I had cut my hair. Well, my hair when I first auditioned was shaved on one side.
Oh, that was a style back then.
And right.
I know. I got it
Right,
back
it
the
was a little
same now.
punky, yeah.
By the time the show me video came around and the album, you know, everything, my hair I had cut it real short. So it would all grow out together. So in the show me video, that's not my hair on top. That's a ponytail. So they ended up putting the ponytail on me, the heels, the little skirt, and girl, voila. I was a cover girl.
Wow.
I was a cover girl.
Wow, you must have been like, I can't believe this is happening. This is like a dream.
It was a whirlwind. You don't even understand how fast everything went.
Mm.
Everything went so fast. It was like, okay, I'm at the audition. Okay, now I'm a cover girl. Okay, now I'm in the studio. Okay, now I'm learning the choreography. Okay, we're going to do some shows. Oh my God, we're doing a video. I'm going to be on TV. It was like
wow.
crazy. It was
You guys
crazy.
were everywhere. Cover girl. I mean, you blew up. You blew up.
It was almost too easy. You know what I'm saying? It was almost too easy. Everything kept coming.
That's good because everything, you know, they had the record labels.
Well,
back
because back then you had the record labels.
No.
No?
Actually,
then.
we were on independent. We weren't on a major label.
Oh,
Really?
you were?
We were
Wow.
not on a major label.
Oh.
So whose label was all these songs? Show
We were
Me and all
on
that.
Fever Sutra. Sutra was
Sutra.
a label that had like Gladys Knight. You know, they had like older acts.
Oh, I remember that. I remember
Gladys
that.
Knight and
Okay.
the
I remember
Pips.
Okay.
But then they ended up having the Fat Boys. Remember the Fat Boys?
that. Right.
Yeah.
And the Beastie Boys.
Yes.
Yes.
So we were like I guess the new sound.
Mm,
Everything they had was 60s, you know,
Right.
Right.
70s sound. So
So
we were
what
the new
year was
sound.
that? 19 what?
Show Me was released in 86.
86.
Okay.
So
Is
it's
that
almost,
what?
yes, in a year and a half, it's going to be 40.
40 years.
can't believe-
That's
So Angel, that was when like you got when you got into the freestyle world, right? With the cover girls.
Mhm.
So that's when freestyle really was starting, right?
Yeah, freestyle was starting. Actually, the radio station they had just started playing freestyle. They played Show Me before it was even pressed. So it wasn't even
Wow.
pressed. And they
Wow.
played Show Me. And, you know, they told me that after that, they used to compare records to Show Me. You know, whether they were going to play it or not.
oh wow.
Yeah, it was weird. It was a great time. Let's put it that way.
Wow. Wow, they're still playing it. I
They're still
mean,
And
playing
we
it.
were urban kids. We were from the streets of New York City. Who would have
Yeah.
thought? No, but you know, we also grew up with the salsa in our homes.
right.
So
And
that's
we can't forget the house. Remember? It was house.
House
It was
music
house
too.
freestyle and salsa for me.
absolutely, and they all blend with each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do. It's the
They
rhythm.
all blend.
It's all the rhythm. It keeps you moving. Like you can't sit
Yeah.
down. You
Yes.
know?
Well, most of it was invented by Latinos anyway.
Well, it's
So
all,
that's
it's
why
all
all
New
the
Yorkers.
that's why all the rhythms matched. It was house,
you
salsa,
go.
it all
Yeah,
mixed in.
support
So
the
that-
Puerto Ricans. from Puerto Rico. Then you had all the people from New York, so all the New Yorkers, right?
Mhm.
So all that influence, all
One
that
of
culture.
my first shows was in Puerto Rico.
So look at that.
Wow.
And it's still hot.
Manatee Beach.
Oh.
It was so crowded. They had so many people to see us that they had to fly us in a helicopter to the back of the stage.
Wow.
Oh my God, that was cool. That's cool.
That
That's
must
how
have been.
many people.
How did you feel when you saw such a crowd like that?
It wasn't only that it was such a crowd. It was that, oh my God, that's our people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow. You know, this is like the motherland, you know? And
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, it is the motherland.
Exactly.
I'm getting goosebumps right now
Ooh,
even
God,
thinking
hope
about
you
it
do.
because I remember the excitement of getting on the airplane and I mean not the airplane, I'm sorry, the helicopter. I was so nervous, I was so scared. I had never been on one. I'm like, where's the doors? Like it was crazy. And they're like, hold on. I'm like, oh my God. But it's just so exciting. And getting there and seeing all of these people. And my Spanish is horrible. You know, I hate to say it, but it really is.
Well,
But you certainly sing good though, because I heard you. I heard
yeah,
you
I
sing.
do. No. Yeah, that's one thing. I can mimic any Spanish song. Mimic it. I know what it is. But I think I'm intimidated to speak.
well, you know, we grew up in New York. So like I
Right.
grew up in New York too. And I speak more Spanish because I made myself learn. So I went
That's
to
that's what I feel I need to do.
So I went to, when I was going to college, I took a Spanish course. When I was in LA, I actually took a class and I had a
Really?
Mexican teacher, but he spoke like standard Spanish, like Spanish from Spain.
Right.
And it was
But
the
that's the
hardest
best Spanish
class.
Because everything else you could, you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
want to learn that Spanish.
Right.
But it was so hard when I took the class because it was the grammar, the verbs, the tenses, and I still get messed up too. Like I don't know when to add an O or an A, or if it's el or ella or
Exactly.
la or ella. Like sometimes I have to get corrected. I'm like, that's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. I get corrected in English.
You have the accent when you sing. Everybody, oh my God, what is it? I'm like, I don't know. I think it's like a mental block. I don't know. I don't know
Well-
what it is, but I actually do. I've been looking into classes. You know how they have the conversational classes in the colleges. You can take like conversational Spanish. You know, I'm leaning towards that right now. Really
And
am.
now watch las novelas in Spanish.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
You just
I
mimic
started
them. You
doing that.
so you just go and you just
No,
start
I
repeating.
news because I
You
love to
start
do
talking like them.
news.
El
Yeah,
noticiero de las 7 de la noche.
Yeah.
Vamos a hablar.
yeah. But you know,
That's what you
it's
gotta
so
do.
crazy because we went to Puerto Rico. Like right after that, we were on Soul Train. Right after that, we were on
Soul Train.
Run, so that was it.
Did you guys get to go to the Apollo?
Yeah, we did that.
There you go.
Oh my God, did we get to go to the Apollo? We won an Apollo Award
Oh,
for
what
best
year?
girl group. Yes,
Wow.
Wow, that's awesome.
yes. That's what
Angel's
I'm saying.
huge. You're huge.
It was such a charmed life, you know. It was beautiful. It was wonderful to be so young and have so many wonderful things happening in your life and in your career. You know,
And you're still going. What are you
hard
talking
though,
about?
'cause you couldn't be around your family. You were working all the time.
And you stood out of trouble. That was a good thing.
You stood out of trouble. Yes.
You know, you wasn't on the street, so you was doing something positive, creative,
Right.
and something that look how far it has taken you. So,
Yeah.
Angel, we got a couple of people here online, so we want to put some people in the front. They want to say hello to you. So we're gonna start scrolling down a little bit now.
Nilda Rivera.
Hi, Nilda.
Hi, Nilda. Anthony. Hey,
We got
John.
Anthony Quiñones, Boricua Pasi.
Hola, Boricua Paz.
Saludo.
Oh my God, what's up?
He was saying that the cover girls that they were mainstream like pop stars.
Yeah.
So that's what it really was. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Francisco.
we
Hola,
did-
Francisco.
We were actually in New York. We were playing on the pop stations, the dance stations, and the R&B stations.
Yeah.
We were playing on all three.
Nice.
So that's how we ended up doing Soul Train, the Apollo. Those
Yeah,
type
the
of
music. The music was just it was like you got addicted to the music.
yeah.
So, and we're still
Well,
addicted to
it's
the music.
about love.
Mhm.
Freestyle is about love. It's about
It was
finding
us
love,
expressing
looking for
ourselves.
love, looking for love. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
We're always,
Every type of love.
yeah. true. It was. I lost my
Freestyle,
love. I'm looking for it.
right?
I found it again.
I want to
Yeah.
find another
I
love.
Right? You lost your love, then you have one looking for love, then you want, I found my love,
Yeah.
then I lost him again.
Now I lost him. Woe is me.
Oh my gosh, no, those were the days, man. That's why I say that keeps us young. My mother's
We're doing so many big shows to this day.
Exactly.
You know, Freestyle is alive. We're doing so many big shows. We're having an incredible time. You know, we just did a show where we stayed at the they had us in the Hard Rock Hotel in Orlando. We're on the wall. They painted us on the wall in the Park restaurant.
Wow.
That's
In
so
the Hard
cool.
Rock.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So cool.
You know, it says Duck Cover Girls. It's our picture.
Wow.
Today, there's so many beautiful things still happening, you know?
So I have a list.
We have a list of stuff that we're going to show right here. So our people that's, you know,
Yeah.
in the
I mean,
audience
listen,
there, they can see.
I met my husband in freestyle, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's just incredible.
How much better can it get, right?
I know. And now you just make a great team together. So
We make the best team together.
yeah, he's awesome. It's awesome.
He should- I can't believe you guys are family.
No, I can't believe it either. And I was
And
so
you guys
upset with
didn't
my.
even know.
No, because like I said, we went we left New York. I left New York and went to LA, and then even though my sister was there, but my sister was kind of disconnected. She's not really into the scene, right?
Right.
So
right.
she doesn't really know what I was involved with, and I've always been in music. I always
Right.
wanted to be in the music industry, but I didn't know where I fit. So it's taken me all these years after working in technology. So I was an IT manager for most of my life.
Are you really?
Yeah.
That's
So-
impressive.
So I did that. I got a degree in technical management, and I did that as a career. I did, my job, and then finally, after my kids were getting grown, I'm like, you know what? I love music. I need to do something in media, entertainment. I can't be locked up in an office doing stupid work, fixing computer problems. I can't do it anymore.
Well, this is your passion. This is your
It
passion.
is. Music
Your
is our
love.
passion. I mean, JCee used to do a lot of freestyle. We know the Nasty Boys. We know so many people now. It's like now it's surreal, right?
So where are you exactly at?
Where are we now?
There.
We're in Boca Raton. So
Oh,
we're
you're
going
in
to see you next week.
Raton. You're
We're
gonna see
you
it
next
in Boca
week.
Raton?
Yes.
You know, I'm gonna be in Kissimmee as well.
I know we're going to try to get up there, but right now we're in the process of moving. So I'm not sure what status I'm going to be on that day. I want to go. I really want to go. We
That's
want to
gonna
go, but we're
No,
going to be
well,
closer
both
up that way.
Well, that's
Those
April
are huge
20th, the one in
shows.
Kissimmee.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't wait to go to the Boca one because I mean,
Oh,
Denny Terrio is going to be there. Oh my God, Denny Terrio! Like,
Yeah,
We're like 10 minutes away.
We're
he's
10 minutes
so
from there.
nice. He's so nice.
we're like
I've
10
known him
minutes
a
from
while,
there.
but he's so nice.
He's like 72 now. Can you believe that?
Oh, listen, he's got energy like he's in his 20s.
I can imagine. All my friends now that we're 59, well, he's almost 59. On the day of the concert, he turns 59. JCee's birthday is on
Really?
the 23rd. So that's his birthday party.
Oh wow, so you're at Aries.
Yeah, he's an Aries. I'm an Aquarius.
Fuego!
Capricorn.
Ah, okay.
So I'm right before you.
You're here before me, yeah. So on that day, yeah, so we're gonna hopefully get a group of friends to come and hang out and have a good time that night.
It's gonna be
Since it's
so
local
nice. I'm
to
so
us.
excited because there's so
Yeah.
many acts I want to see.
Oh, I know, right? I'm gonna
I
show
love
the flyer. I want to show the flyer here. So here's the flyer. We got
Yes.
Denny Terrio hosting it, which is Mr. Dance Fever. I don't know how you cannot remember Mr. Dance Fever. There was a show back in the 80s. He used to do his hustle all the time. Then you got Travaris, the Tramps, Earl Young,
Evelyn
Champagne King.
Ain't no thing about it. I'm in love. The way I feel about you. I want to check Earl.
You sound so good.
Thank you.
Sugar Hill Gang. Of course, the Cover Girls, Fran Jolie. Oh my
Oh
God.
my God, Sugar Hill.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's gonna
I
be a
know.
great concert.
That's going to be a great concert.
You know, I
That's
know
what
we're on a freestyle show.
so many great concerts with
Definitely.
not only, you know, my peers, but with people I admired as a little girl. I'm doing shows with. It's incredible. Franz Jolie was my everything.
Oh my God, right?
You know? He was my no, you want to hear something so crazy? She tells our booking agent, David Oriola, you know, they're talking and he says, you know, Angel loves you. So he's like, you know, we should have a pizza party. I was like, oh my God, a pajama pizza party. I want to go. It's like you turn into this little girl and you see these people you love and, you know, you admired for so many years. Tavares was, I love Tavares.
Oh my God.
You know, that's the music. That's the music. Actually,
you were like crying with your boyfriend.
That's when we grew up because we were listening to that music first, and then I remember listening to that music first, and then
this goes baby.
Exactly, and then you had the groups like Sugar Hill, you had Curtis Blow. Yeah. You had the Treasure Street, all those things we went through. I was breakdancing in those days, and then the freestyle was starting to emerge into that time.
So wait a minute, where are you from in the Bronx?
I was all over. I was on Soundview Avenue. I was up in Tremont. I was all over because I had family all over in the Bronx. You know, Third Avenue, over the Third Avenue Bridge, the projects right there, which was right across the bridge crosses to Spanish Harlem.
Yeah.
So in that barrio, that's where I grew up most of the time.
So you over at that point, you were over by like St. Anne's and all of that.
I was, as a matter of fact,
over the Bruckner into Harlem.
I was right. It was like the East River. There you go, East River Drive. So that's where the Latin Rascals lived. That's where ABTKA lived. That's where all the guys were hanging out around Spanish Harlem.
That's right. That's right. Wow, what a time, huh? What a time to be alive.
Oh my God.
You know, we did so much that our parents couldn't do, if you think about it, you know? Yeah. We were fearless. I think we were fearless. Like nobody could tell us anything.
Well, we grew up with that. You know, we were multicultural, right? We were growing up in the era. We were born in the 60s. Just when segregation ended, basically, and then we were, you know, kids, so we had to deal with racial things because we were Puerto Rican.
Absolutely,
people didn't know where we were. You're Puerto Rican. What's a Puerto Rican?
Exactly.
Like we were a mutt, right? What's a Puerto Rican?
Well, they found out quick. Okay, they found out very quick.
Get that. We live in North Carolina.
Oh. Wow. No, it's never gonna end, you know. It's never gonna end, you know.
They're like Costa Rica. I'm like,
they don't even know. You know, we know what's sad is that some people now in 2024 don't even know what Puerto Rico is.
They still call us Mexicans.
We all eat rice and beans, okay? So they can call me whatever they want to call me.
Because somebody told me, what is that near Central America? I go, oh, you're way off.
You're way off. Yeah,
you're way off. I'm not in El Salvador or Honduras. What are you talking about?
You know, they call me everything else except Puerto Rican.
Yeah, they call you everything else.
They call me, are you Colombian? Are you from Mexico? And I'm like, wait a minute, what happened to Puerto Rico, please?
I get that and I get Filipino. Everybody always thinks I'm Filipino.
Well, yeah, you could pass a little Filipino. Yeah.
When I lived in LA, there's a Filipino community.
Right.
Remember, Puerto Rico is very mixed culture.
Oh yeah.
So we got China. You know, the culture's so mixed that we're almost like the perfect specimen. What is we reading about that?
Yeah.
We Googled it.
I read about that too.
Yo lo googleé.
Yeah.
Yo lo googleé.
I read about that too. Puerto Ricans are the perfect specimen of a human being.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they said because of the mixture that we have British, we have Spaniard, we have Italian, we have Portuguese, we have African, we have the Indian, right? The Taino Indian. So, you know, we have such a mix.
It's
that
great.
They can't. That's why we're arroz con mango.
That's why we are innovators in everything that we do.
Yeah.
And that's where it's a small, tiny island, and we are all over the map. I'm sorry. There's a lot of things that come out of Puerto Rico that we're on the map.
You know what I found out came out of Carolina? They said the Junior Whopper was invented. You know the Junior Whopper?
Okay.
Yeah.
It was
Burger
invented
King
in Carolina.
And you know what? I could believe that too.
Why?
I was
I
like,
could believe
what? I just, wow, that's crazy.
That is
That's
crazy.
crazy. But yeah, you know,
So
like you said, multicultural. We are multicultural in a lot of ways too.
You know, and
You know,
it comes as a nature.
in everywhere. We can, you know, we get there, we fit in any place we're gonna be. You
because
know,
we simulated, and that's what I talked about this on another show that I was talking about, that how Puerto Ricans we learned to simulate. When you come to another country and you come from somewhere else, all our family came from Puerto Rico back in the 40s, around there, when they migrated over, and they had to simulate. You had to become American. You had to fit in.
Right.
So you learned the language, the culture, and that's what we did.
Right.
But a lot of other cultures don't do that. A
Right.
lot of other cultures, they come in, they think they're still in whatever country they come from. No,
exactly.
you have to simulate to where you live. You can't
Right.
go to
But you know
France
what?
and decide you
It's
can't
almost
speak
like-
French.
It's almost like we did that, but we also kept our culture.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we did. Yes.
Exactly.
So cool. We did both.
We just adapted another culture. That's all.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly. We adopted another culture. We took
But we
on
never leave our roots. That's the
No.
main thing.
Never
You know.
leave your roots.
No, we're
That-
so proud. We're proud people. So Puerto
Absolutely.
Ricans, New Yorkers, we're all so proud. I never understood it. I used to see it when we go to the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Everybody, la bandera, la pantalera. everybody-
That's right.
They're all like
That's
blinged
right.
out.
And
They're blinged out.
it's a mix. I love it because in the Puerto Rican Day Parade, they got freestyle. They got the carroza with the
They
freestyle.
sure
They got the
do.
salsa. They got everything.
Yeah.
It's a
The
mixture.
last
It's a
time I
mixture.
was there, I was on a float with Fat Joe.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. We saw him
last
over
time I
here.
was
We
in
see him here a lot.
I haven't been to a parade in years.
I gotta go check one out again.
The last time I went was 2016.
The last one you went to was 2016?
Yeah.
God, listen, the last one I went to, when I say a long time ago, girl, a long time ago. But remember, I moved from New York a while ago. Also, I haven't been in New York.
Oh, you haven't been? You haven't been
No.
back?
We're in We've been in North Carolina since 2006.
Oh, wow.
Well, I've been in Florida since 2004.
Yeah, I've been here
That was
since
the last time I was in
2000.
New York.
Yeah.
And it was good then. It was getting bad, but
Florida.
it was getting good. It's good.
Huh?
So you guys met in Florida.
We
You
met.
New York, you met in Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even want to say the story, but anyway, it's,
Oh, I want to hear the story.
No. So we met through friends, okay? For a few years, we kind of kept running into each other, but it wasn't the timing. And I was going through things. He was going through a loss. His former partner, she died of breast cancer.
Wow.
So, and they were really big into freestyle. So they had a big freestyle event for her. Everybody knew her in the freestyle world.
Right.
And that was about 9 years ago. And then I had a stroke 7 years ago. And
Really?
yeah. But thank God, I'm good. Thank God. I changed my life, and that's what I talk about on my other podcast on wellness that I do. And since then, I changed my whole life. And 2 weeks after I had the stroke, a friend of mine calls me and said, "Oh, it's my son's birthday today. You want to come over?" And he lived around the corner from my house. And I said, "You know what? I'm gonna go because I'm home 2 weeks already, like moping because I wasn't feeling good." I said, "I gotta get out." So I got myself pretty. I had to maneuver myself because I had lost 50% of my left side at the time.
Wow.
So thank God I regained everything now.
Yeah.
But so I drove down to his house. I walked in, and who I run into? JCee. And I go, "Hey, stranger, how you doing?" Well,
There's a big party there. A big party.
and we never left each other's sides
It's been
since then.
7 years.
Wow.
But
7
you know what?
years.
You know what's so funny before that last encounter? Because before you had the stroke, I had met you somewhere else in another party.
Yeah.
And that day I was singing.
Yeah,
in
you
a
were.
party, and she after I finished my little set and everything, she comes up to me with her card. My name is Alida, and I'm like, "Oh, that's cool," and everything, But then it was so funny because then months later, I think it was right, or year, probably.
No, about a year.
Right, about a year. Then she had a stroke, and I was like, "Wow!" That's when she came to. I said, "Whatever happened to you?"
And he's such a good guy that he accepted me a little damage at the time, and he took care of me and helped me during the first year was very difficult.
Yeah.
After the strokes, I had a lot of pain and a lot of recovery I had to go through. And thank God I
Well,
made it through
you
all
could
that.
actually tell people what to look out for and everything too, you know?
Exactly.
That's what I do.
Good.
That's what I try to do on the podcast. Tell people that you can reverse anything. I was diabetic. I was on 2 insulins. I'm on no medication anymore. You can heal. The pancreas will heal. There's so many things you can do to become healthier, to lose
Yeah.
weight. There's so many different things. And I've opened my mind and able to learn all that.
Mindset.
Yeah.
Mindset over everything.
It's
Yeah,
mind
you know
over
what?
body.
I just started that journey, believe it or not. I just started that journey. And when I say just started it, I'm talking Monday I started it. I just
Wow.
started that journey because, you know, but I'm not an unhealthy person. I try to be very healthy, but I have to be extra healthy because I travel a lot and I get on stage and I do these strenuous shows and I'm singing and I'm dancing and I'm all over the place and, you know, and I'm on these planes. And I've just been thinking about that lately. And I'm like, you know what? I got to even take better care of myself. You know, I don't want to only be around for myself. I want to be around for the kids, the grandkids, you know, everybody else.
Exactly. And you know what it is? You know what it is that us as Puerto Ricans, right? We were growing up, our parents, you know, raised us the way they raised them. But in those days, the food wasn't as bad as it is today, and all the
No,
additives that
they
they
didn't
put
have all
today.
the preservatives and everything in it.
Oh,
Exactly. So that was the difference. And then people, as time went by, said, oh, they used to say, well, this is good for you, this is good for you, but not anymore. Now there's other stuff, there's plant-based stuff. I mean, there's so many things. I mean, you got to listen to this woman's show because it's that they come up with stuff.
No,
and then
I
she got me into it. Because remember, my the one that passed away, she passed away from breast cancer, okay? And I took care of her. And then I got her. And then through her, I was a little heavy, but not the heavy type like people think. I wasn't fat. I was just big. I used to go. But now she taught, you know, because of her stroke, she started digging in and how she can make a better lifestyle for herself without using Western medicine. Just do it
Right.
naturally through acupuncture and et cetera, et cetera. So then I started getting into that. I said, wait a minute.
yeah.
She almost starved me for a year as a vegetarian. But then I started
Oh,
looking,
yeah.
I
If you look
started
starved.
digging into stuff and I said, you know what? This makes sense. And you know, my
Right.
body have changed so much
Yeah.
because of what I eat now.
Yeah.
You know, I've always made my own sofrito. I've always done all of that. You know, I cook at home. If I'm not on the road, I cook at home.
Right.
You know, every day I cook, and we work from home, so I cook every single day. But you know, even doing that, there's certain things that we have to be careful with. You know, like the pastas, the rice. You know, we have to be careful. You know, how much of it we consume. You know, how many times a week.
Right.
Try and do
Right.
more greens, you know. And I mean, I just got on this, so it's very fresh in my head right now. And
Yeah.
you know, I was telling Latif, I said, oh my God, I feel so tired. I feel like, you know, but it's
Does
because
it-
I'm not doing hardly any sugar or anything this week. So I'm thinking, okay, give me 1 week and then I'll start feeling better.
Yeah. It takes a while because your body is like, it's like detoxing. You know, it's going through shock when you stop
Right.
one thing, right? So you
Right.
start like the body's like, what are you doing? You're not having any sugar. Oh my God. You know, and
Yeah.
sugar's very addicting.
I'm
Very
Right?
addicting.
Sugar is
I'm
very
pretty-
addicting.
I don't have diabetes. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have any of that.
That's good.
That's
very
great.
good.
That's great.
So
And I'm sure you exercise, right? Because that's part of the
No, that's-
ritual.
oh my God, listen. I used to be a fiend. I used to exercise. I haven't exercised in about 5 years. And I'm still paying my gym. I have to go.
But let me tell you,
You'll
on
be
stage,
up.
you
You'll
do great.
move.
You
You
do,
move.
hey, you do great on stage, girl. You
I
get
got
out there
it.
for an hour, y tú pareces que,
That's
yo,
the
With those
adrenaline.
shoes.
But
There
that's
you
what
go.
I'm worried about. I'm worried that I'm doing it on adrenaline instead of making sure I'm healthy enough, you know?
Ah, okay.
so that's good.
But
I'm
you
glad you're thinking like
started
that.
this week, I'm a little, you know, tired, you know, not doing the detoxing from the sugar and stuff. So I told him, you know what? I'll start working out next week. Let me have this week, just, you know, what I'm eating. I'm only drinking water. I'm only drinking water and seltzer. But I've always drank tea. This is the thing about me. I've always drank tea with
Oh,
no
that's
sugar,
important.
nothing in it.
What
I've
kind of
always
tea?
coffee, black. So, you know, there's a lot of things that I did do the right way.
It's so
But then
much.
again-
Let me just tell you, to be healthy, to consciously be healthy, it's a job. Okay? It's not because
It's a
our
full-time job.
society is not meant for us to be healthy.
That's right.
So when you go outside, when we go out, like somebody invites us to a restaurant, I gotta look at the menu before I get there. I gotta, and it's not being, I'm not being a pain. It's just I know I can't eat certain things and I don't want to. So usually I'll go somewhere, I'll have a salad and have some protein, maybe some grilled chicken, something no dressing, put everything on the side, like you monitor what you eat, or some vegetables.
You know what's so crazy? I've always put the dressing on the side, but not for that reason. I put it on the side because I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. So give me 3 dressings, put it on the side. So
Or if they put too much.
Like that.
Hey, you know what, Angel? This is exciting. I got people from the salsa world, people that follow me.
Oh, they're on here.
They're over here excited. Look, Leo Sierra, excellent salsero.
Hi, Leo.
Saludos familia, Leo. Te quiero mucho.
Rafi Nieves,
We got Rafi Nieves,
cantante.
el cantante. So look at that. We got the Puerto Rican side coming into the
Yeah.
freestyle to check us out. So
I know, and I had, yeah,
very proud of my people.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, listen, we have to support each other.
Exactly.
The freestyle, the salsa, the reggaeton, we all have to support each other.
It's the culture.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's enough division out there. People like to,
So
I don't know
much
why.
division
Oh
and-
my gosh. And I know in the freestyle world it's the same way, the freestyle world, the salsa world, there's always like competition with this one and that one. And, we're all connected. We're all connected.
It happens in every genre.
We were just with,
You know what I always try to tell all the artists? You know what I try and tell them? You want everybody to win, because if everybody doesn't win, this is going to be over.
Exactly.
I want everybody to get shows. I want everybody to do great.
We got to keep it going.
My husband is a booking agent.
yeah.
And you would be surprised how many times somebody calls him about somebody. I'm like, wow, this one will be great there because, they do great in that state. I'm not trying to sell myself all the time. Because if I sold myself all the time, I'd be the only one working.
Wow. That's
Right?
Right.
But you bring a good point, Angel.
After that,
You-
I'm going to be
she
the
ran a
only
very good
freestyle
point.
person out here. No, we
You
need
got-
everybody to work.
Right.
And in that vein as well, we need the salsa and the freestyle and all of us to work together.
That's right.
Yeah, because the more shows we do it, the more we travel, the more people see it, and then they want to request it. Say whatever city, Chicago, we need one in Chicago, we need one, wherever. It's places that we haven't been. There's a
Exactly.
lot of places that freestyle hasn't been, and there's
Right.
people everywhere. I'm sorry, but
I'll tell you the truth. We have performed, the Cover Girls have performed in almost every state. In the United
Wow, that's awesome.
I think the only states we didn't perform in, there were 4, I think. North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, and Montana. Those are the only 4 that we didn't.
I guess-
We performed
yeah.
everywhere else.
I guess there's there's not too
That's
many Puerto
country.
Ricans there.
There's country,
I'm thinking.
the horse country, Montana. You've been to Utah? You've been to Utah?
I've been to Utah. Yes.
Okay.
I've been
okay.
to Utah.
I want to get to a point, a very important point that you was talking about, where you was just talking about it, that you were singing on pure adrenaline. I want people to understand, as a singer,
Right.
singing on adrenaline, okay, it's okay, and it keeps you going. But it was happening to me, and I'm glad you mentioned that, because there was a time that I used to do an hour and a half show, okay? An hour and a half show, and it was on pure adrenaline sometimes, and then you feel like, but then I started doing 2 miles a day.
Walking.
2 miles a day with dumbbells in my hands doing calisthenics. Okay? And when I went to my next show after like 2 or 3 weeks, I felt the difference.
You feel the difference.
You
Do you
feel
know
the
what
difference.
why I also decided to do this? Not last week and the weekend before, I had 3 shows. But remember, I had 3 shows in 3 different states.
Oof, that's rough.
So Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
The traveling.
I was in 3 different states performing. So I'm not only performing, I'm flying. And that's a lot. To
That alone
fly.
beats you up.
That beats you up.
It
Yeah.
beats you up. So
Oh, that's
this
Betty
one
B.
was a killer. This last one, these 3 shows, and in 3 different states, it was like, oh man, I want to do this. I don't want to stop doing this, and I want to be able to do as many shows as I want to do.
Right.
Wow.
That's cool.
So yeah, listen, I'll
Hey,
take
Betty
any
B.
advice I could get, guys. I will take any advice. So even your listeners, I will take any advice.
Well, I'll send
We're gonna talk.
I'll
Well,
send
you and
some
Alida are gonna talk
videos
what?
to you of some things that I did on my podcast. And one is called Diet Prison, talking about how you can get out of that mentality about dieting and how you have to change your subconscious to change the way you eat and reprogram it from the past. Because we have things from when we were little, when they would tell you, don't get off from the table until you finish everything on your plate.
Until you finish it.
You know, and then you would be there, I don't want anymore. You're like stuffing the food.
Can I
in
tell
your
you to this day, I don't want to waste food. And that's a bad way to be.
Exactly.
That
you
is
can't
such
force
a
yourself to eat. If you can't overeat. I can't overeat.
You can traumatize
I changed the portion size. So like I still eat rice, and now what I do is instead of making white rice all the time, I make quinoa. I think you say that, right? Quinoa.
Quinoa.
I don't know how you say
No,
it.
quinoa. It's quinoa.
Yeah, quinoa. So I
yeah.
make quinoa, and what I do is I take the quinoa, I buy the triple colored one, and I make the same sofrito like I'm making
Exactly. I did that with it too.
right?
I did the same thing.
Right?
I
With
made
the
sofrito and everything. I hooked it up.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. And then I make everything Puerto Rican style, right? Like with the spices and
well, you know what I found? I found the recipes to make sazon with no salt, to make it healthy, to make the adobo with no salt. So I'm going to do that myself when I make it at home. You know, another thing here, we have organic farms. I buy my meat in organic farms. So we have a lot of good things about here, you know, living here.
That's good.
Be healthy. So maybe
that
saved us all these years with everything we're doing, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
We eat, you know, I'm going to tell you what it is with me. I love food. I never knew how to cook until I got with my husband. And we were in our 30s. And once I knew how to cook, that's it. And then there's another bad thing about me. I love everything. Like, there's two things in the world I don't like. And, you know, everybody goes, oh, but you love salads and I said, I love salad, I love vegetable, but then I want a candy bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, right?
It happened to me. It happened to me a lot of times.
Buy at least 70% cocoa. Dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate.
Recipes. I was just looking at recipes.
So there's a lot of things, and we can talk about that. But
and my favorite, tell them my favorite in the morning.
Oh, we drink a protein shake, a plant-based protein shake. Let me see. I think
we just started on
here.
We just started.
It's called cachava.
You know what I've been doing? I've been doing the I make a shake in the morning for us with the greens.
Here's my link right there. Cachava link.
That's the link
there.
Oh, I know about. Yeah, I've read about it. I didn't try that yet.
Very good.
I'll send you the link as well. Yeah,
I love it.
I love it. We drink it every day.
I don't have breakfast.
That's our breakfast.
Yeah, I didn't have breakfast this whole week.
I put fruit. We put like blueberries, any berry, right?
Yeah,
sometimes we buy them frozen.
Berries and green apple. That's it.
Green apples, green bananas.
And I did the kale, the spinach.
Yep. So and then the protein powder comes with all the vegetables and the fruit already in there. So it has everything, and it has all your vitamins, it has everything in there. Yeah. So I make it with coconut milk.
We did that for years because we used to lift weights. I used to lift weights. That's my preferred workout. My preferred workout is treadmill and weights. That's all I want to do. I don't want to do anything else. You know?
And that's enough.
So I used to do that. But it's like getting back into it now. And then there's so many now they say this is good, this is not good. This is good, this, you know. So now it's almost like you have to relearn everything.
Look at him, look at
Yo, he got Benny B. He's sending you hello. DJ Benny B, and they said I could attest to Cachava. That means we got him on it, and
he lost weight.
He lost weight.
Look, he said I dropped 35 pounds on the shake. 35 pounds he dropped from doing the shake.
And you know what's gonna happen after this, right? I'm gonna be right on Amazon. Cachava.
I'll send you the link.
She's gonna send you the link.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. It's not on Amazon. You have to go directly, but I'll send it to you.
You get a discount. You get a discount for the first one, right?
I locked the door to the office so Latif can't get in here because he has his Amazon right on his computer. So, girl, I'm gonna go shopping.
Oh my God.
he can't
And then,
even
but look at DJ Betty. After he says that, and he goes frozen Kit Kats. Betty, don't be
I
eating no
know.
frozen
I
Kit
know.
Kats.
God.
Oh,
He starts good and then he cheats.
and then what
Nilda,
Nilda said, I did mine with the protein powder with old green powder. Beet powder is very
That's
good.
good.
Collagen's very good. See? Fruits and almond milk. Very good.
Yeah.
Very
I'm so
good,
happy
Nilda.
about my
Oh my
people
God,
that
you
wait
know
for
what,
me.
guys? Listen, reach out to me on one of my pages, Angel OCG, Angel Louise Mercado, the original Cover Girls. Reach out. I have all these different pages. Please reach out to me. And if you can't find me, reach out to @Latif Mercado on every social media site.
I have his
And just tell
banner
him, hey,
here.
link me up
Where
with
is he?
told me to reach out to her because I'm telling you guys,
There's Latif.
There it is right there.
anything. Oh, look, there you go. Anything
I got it.
with, please.
Yeah.
I got to get back into this. I want to keep performing. I don't want to, I don't want to be like, oh my God, I'm tired. I don't want to perform. No, I love performing.
Oh my God.
I love
Trust me, once you start changing all that, it does something to you because, I mean, I think we both look really good. People say we look younger now for some reason because we've been
You
doing
guys
so
look
much.
great.
And I
You
just
look
turned
great.
59. I don't have any Botox. I don't do anything on my face, and he doesn't either. So, and
Wow,
I
you look
try to
great.
walk. Like I injured my knee last week, so I haven't been able to walk. After I was doing 2 miles with him, I was up to about 4 to 5 miles. I'm gonna do a 5K. I did a 5K, and I want to do a 10K, but I've done 5Ks.
So this is what we have to do in order so we can have another at least 20 comfortable years. Because I
Exactly.
want to keep on performing till I'm
Exactly.
70 if I can. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we got at least another
absolutely.
25 years to go, man. Come on, we gotta keep
Listen, I
going
always
with the
say
freestyle.
I'm like Celia Cruz. Okay?
There you go.
I'm not going to stop performing until they make me stop performing.
Exactly.
No, I know. I mean, I don't know who the oldest one is in freestyle right now, but in salsa right now, the oldest one is Willie Rosario. He just turned 100 years old this year, and he's still performing with his
He's
full band.
still playing timbales.
It's a
Still
beautiful thing. God
performing.
bless him.
100
God
years
bless him.
old. He doesn't even have wrinkles. I don't know how the man.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
how
what
it is.
to. He has some fountains of youth in Puerto Rico
He doesn't
because
drink.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
all.
no liquor, no
No
abuse.
liquor,
You
no
can't-
abuse.
Yeah.
Use yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
So
it's very rare that I drink liquor, but I was drinking wine, and wine has a lot of sugar. I'm like,
Oh.
And it depends the kind of wine that you're drinking, because if you're drinking mass distributed wine,
It's worse.
it's very harmful.
If
If
you
you go to a certain like vineries that are small and you get the wine from
There's
there.
some in
it's-
North
it's better.
Carolina.
Yeah, North
They got-
Carolina.
yeah, we
that
have
has-
a real
we
nice
went-
one right here.
We went
We
to
have
North
real-
Carolina a couple of years ago to visit some friends of ours, and we're like on the border. I forgot the name of the town.
It was a big thing. It had like all the memorabilia from like
Lumberton.
Elvis,
We went to Lumberton.
Oh, you went to Lumberton. That's over by the water, not far from the water.
Right, because
Exactly.
we flew into Myrtle Beach, and then they drove and picked us
yeah.
up. So
yeah,
we were
you're
there.
by
It was a,
that's coastal. That's coastal. We're in Charlotte, so we're inland.
oh, okay. Okay. I haven't been to
We're
Charlotte.
right outside of Charlotte. We're in a small town right outside of Charlotte. That's why we have the organic farms and everything, right
That's
around.
nice. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say when we went to North Carolina, we went to a vineyard that was there. It was beautiful, and we drank wine, and we saw the land. That's how we got into. We wanted a house with land because we were like ready to move over there because I love the land.
Yeah, you
So
know how
right
many
now-
people actually this week reached out to me and they're like, I want to move to North Carolina. Give me some hookups. And I'm like, okay, where do you want to be coastal? Do you want to be near the mountains? I'm inland. Where do you want to be? And what is it? Do you want to still work? There's a lot of different.
Right. You have to do your
the
homework
land,
before you move.
A lot
Yeah.
of people our age want the land. It's crazy. My girlfriend she's like, I want my own little farm.
That's what I'm gonna do.
You know
Yeah,
why we want land? We want land because we have 3 golden girls to take care of. Then we got 9 animals, and then me and Alida. So
we have a full
need a
house.
farm.
So we're getting half an acre. We're hopefully getting a quarter to a half an acre, which is enough. I don't want it too big that is
You don't want it too-
ridiculous. So
Right.
half an acre is like more than enough. A quarter acre is good. I don't need that much land. Enough land that I have a nice area. I can do all my vegetables. I want to buy every fruit tree you can think of and plant it in the back.
Wow, that's That's beautiful.
So I'm excited about it, and my little dogs can run around free. You don't have to worry about
That's
locking
right.
up inside.
You know,
Little
now it's
oasis
time to
back
do
there.
your, have your life the way you want it to be.
Exactly.
You know?
And plus, we continue with our music. We're moving up a little closer to Orlando. So we're about 45 minutes from Orlando then. So that way we can come to Miami, you can go up to Orlando, you'll be a little more. And there's a lot more things going on up there where
I have a
kinda
lot of family on Port St. Lucie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's close.
It's close.
It's close by too. Yep.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
it looks like your show turned into a
What?
recommendation because we got all these fans here telling
know.
other fans, well, use some fresh cucumber with aloe for a mask.
I
And
know.
how to So
Oh
look
my
at that.
God.
Everybody's
It's turned
talking
into
about
a
it.
health show.
Everything. Because, I don't do Botox either.
Yeah.
Not because I don't want
castor
to.
oil. Okay.
Not because I don't want to.
Castor
But
oil.
My husband, the grandkids, I don't want you doing that. I don't want something happening to you. I'm like, oh my God, please.
No, but that's why then you'll be like your mouth, your lips will be like permanent, and your face will be permanently like.
You
stuck.
You be like this.
Peels, anything. Any of that.
Mira, here in Boca, let me tell you, some women are scary. So I've gotten to places you're walking by, you see this woman from behind. She's like, wow, beautiful, looks like a nice body and everything. You think she's a young woman, and she turns around and she's like,
Or the lid.
I felt so bad. I literally screamed. She scared me, and I felt so bad because I didn't expect to see her like that, and she was just deformed. She did so much that she couldn't close her mouth. Her eyebrows were like stuck up here, like this, like.
And they don't know when to stop.
I know. It's crazy. Benny's like, be nice.
I know, right?
I'm being nice, Benny. It's not my fault.
Hey, listen, I wanna talk about something else. We've been having fun with you, but now I wanna get into another topic. Que la gente boricua que está aquí, estos salseros that are tuning in today, you didn't know that Angel can sing salsa?
Oh.
I digged into something, and this girl can sing salsa, okay? So we got something here that we want to share with you guys. We're going to play a little piece because, Big Brother is always, sending me warnings, Facebook. But the good thing is that we repeat it on YouTube. So
YouTube doesn't cut anything.
Doesn't cut anything.
Facebook starts blocking you
Yeah.
and all this stuff.
So we're going to play something here que se llama Toro. Toro Matai. If everybody remembers that song, check it out. Angel, the original OCG. OG.
I've
It was more like a freestyle, right? It was more like a freestyle.
That was my passion.
What was that?
That was my passion project.
I
always wanted to sing in Spanish. So when I released my solo album, Angel, I decided to do half English, half Spanish. So I remade Celia Cruz, who is my favorite. I remade Toro Mata. And she actually reached out, told me she loved it.
Oh, wow. What an
For
honor.
me.
That's a blast.
I remade Aguanile,
I have that one here.
which went to number 3 on
Wow.
the charts. Toro Mata went to number 1. The one I did.
Wow.
Aguanile went to number 3. And I'm the only female to ever record that song.
Well, you know what? Do the public wants to hear that a little bit?
Yeah.
We're going to show a little bit of that so like that people can enjoy it. Here we go. Juanile.
muchachos. Ay, qué hombre esclavo de la cruz. Vayan delante de mí, que le hablen y que respondan. Ay, Dios, tú ves. Aunque me critiquen a mí, yo tengo aguanile, my God. ¡Súbalo, Lucho! Aguanile, aguanile, my, my. Aguanile, aguanile, my, my. Un judío que a caballo gritaba sin compasión por Jesús crucificado, muerto por una traición. Aguanile, aguanile, my, my. Aguanile, aguanile, my, my. Aguanile,
amazing. I love it.
¿Qué voz, nena? ¿Qué
Never
voz?
heard that side of it.
You got a voice, girl. You got a
Wow.
voice.
Let me tell you something. We got back in touch, the producer who did that stuff. And I was like, I'm kind of playing with the idea of putting a show together because I did 4 songs, you know, and I can always add extra stuff in between, you know.
We'll talk later. We're gonna talk.
We gotta talk later. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Nothing we can't say here right now.
This is salsero right here. Cantante.
12-piece orchestra.
I love singing in Spanish. I love salsa. You know, I love Afro-Cuban. I love anything, you know, with that beat.
It's our blood. It's in our blood.
Well, we got the band. You got Nita Salsa Band. We got 12-piece orchestra.
Man,
And we got New
Thinking
York,
about it.
Orlando, and here in Miami. So we got 3 places we can cover.
Exactly.
And Connecticut.
And Connecticut.
And Connecticut, too. We got
And
people up there, too. Yeah, we got people everywhere.
That'll be something.
But it's great. I'm so happy to show that you have another side, that you have the salsa and the Spanish that you did way back when. That's awesome. And your voice is awesome.
I was very surprised. I mean, they did well. Actually, the label folded. No money was put behind that album. And 4 songs from the album charted, 2 English, 2 Spanish. And I remade Show Me on that album, and it went to #1 again. So
Wow.
I released it as the Cover Girls and went to #1, and then I released it as Angel, and it went 15 years later, and it went to #1.
Wow. Look at that.
Wow.
You know,
The song is awesome. That's
beautiful, you know?
Por eso yo digo, vamos quedarnos saludables. Let's stay healthy because
That's right.
Angel has more to offer. This is not done yet. This is
Oh, I am not done. Listen, I'm not done.
this is like her peak right now. Her peak.
Always say that I'm not done.
That's right. I say that I'm done when the man upstairs tells me I'm done.
Amen.
Right.
exactly.
In the meantime, I'll take care of myself.
Hey, my mother, 86, she's still dancing salsa,
And she still plays
freestyle.
piano.
Oh, that's wonderful.
You should have seen. I don't have the video. Next time we're
I
gonna
know.
show it on one of our shows.
What
So
a
we had a party at our house one time, and we had a DJ come in, and a couple of DJs and some friends and everything. And my mother, we put the headset on her, and she was on the DJ panel. She was just dancing away.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
that was the
Loves
day.
it.
Who was there? Susan was
Mike.
there. Miami Mike.
Miami Mike
with
was
a whole
there.
bunch of artists right
Susan
behind the
from
pool.
Company We Be was there. We had.
Oh, I love Susan.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah, they all live near us. So
Really?
She's
yeah.
already booked. She's booked on Spanglish already. I'm not gonna say the date yet. It's a surprise.
yeah.
Susan.
Susan,
Yeah.
yeah, she'll be on the show. We got, I don't know if I didn't bring the other flyers, but we got.
No, but we have already booked officially. We have
week
we
is
have
who?
you today, which is an amazing show. You started it all for us. Now
Oh.
next week we have David Torres from Nice and Wild.
Okay, I'm doing a show with him May 3rd in Massachusetts.
Okay, I know I have some flyers.
Then we have Johnny O. Then we have Susan, and then we have Fascination. So it's getting good.
That's my girl.
You know,
Elsie?
Elsie, we
Oh,
just
my
want to see
girl.
her.
Don't
I
play.
can see the two of you.
My girl.
See the two of you. Oh. You know what she
I
did
know.
last time? We just saw her. We just saw her here. She was here with Giggles and Charlie Rock because they performed here in Boca.
Oh
So
my
we
God, I
had
love that.
Susan was there, Lulu
And
Noera was
and
there.
Charlie Rock. You know, Charlie Rock, I'm telling you, we go back like babies with pacifiers. You don't
Oh
understand.
my gosh.
We
So
go.
we were all hanging out and we were leaving and we're driving. We're going to leave in our Beamer. We have the top down and Elsie jumps on the cover of our car.
I know.
She's like,
No,
you know her.
because
You
I
know
was
her.
messing with her. I said, oye, I saw her. I said, oye, salte en medio. And she put on my car.
She jumps on the car, posing, her.
No, but I can imagine those two.
Oh,
And the dancing floor.
We're both. We're a good time, both of us.
I could just see the two of you must be a blast together.
You know what? You need to go on the cruise.
I know we
Yeah,
got to go on the cruise
We
for
gotta
the
get-
next year. For the next year.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you
Oh my
have
God,
to.
so many things happening right now with us.
And
Oh,
we're
my-
always we're with the fans. Me and Elsie, that's who we're hanging out with. I need so many people on that cruise. You know what happens with me? I perform like all over, and I end up meeting people, and they end up being, they're fans, then friends, and then they're like family. you know. So we have like family all over, people that we've met and we've gotten really close to.
That's
You know,
great.
funny story on the cruise. I'm sitting there and there's a bunch of fans, you know, next to us. And one of the girls, she was lit. She was drinking. She was lit. And she was little, you know, she was really little. And then I was like, girl, you got to eat something.
I know.
And I went and I got her a hamburger and I brought it to her. She's like, I can't believe Angel from the Cover Girls just got me a hamburger.
Well, you know, we are human too.
I
You
know.
know,
Thank you.
we are human too.
People get so starstruck and they forget that you're just like one of us. You grew up, you know, in the same neighborhoods. We ate the
That's
same
right.
foods. We went to the same schools. Like, you know, people forget, they get starstruck. And it is awesome because you listen to that music. Like when we grew up in the 80s, the 70s, all that music was part of our life. It was like our
That's
DNA.
right.
You know, it was part of our DNA. We couldn't live without music. Children don't understand that now.
No, they don't.
They don't get it now.
Well, part of it is because we didn't have any technology the way we have
Well,
it now.
yeah.
That they're so you know, entertained with other stuff. We didn't have the technology like we have now. So
Right.
we had to think and make
What-
and create.
When our grandson was 2 years old, he took Latif's phone and he ordered a whole bunch of stuff. Like they're smart.
Look at that. I'm
They
telling
are
you, they're
so
smart
smart.
already. They know.
Yeah.
It's on
I'm
account.
like, no,
He's
every
ordering a
time I
house.
use my phone because you know how many times I'm like, what the hell? They're ordering stuff. These kids, 2 years old, ordering.
No, unbelievable. And
I'm like-
everywhere I go, any clinic that I step into or any office that I
Right.
step into, there's kids with their parents. Where do you see the kids? On a tablet.
I
or on a
know.
phone.
It's too
Yeah.
much.
And they're like this, and they're like, I'm like,
we
look
used
at that.
to,
I
we
don't,
used
I
to
don't
put
even.
the, you know, we had all the grandkids. We had them all for a couple of years living with us.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, during the pandemic, everything. So
How many do you have?
we have 4.
Oh, wow.
Man, she's like Grandma
But-
Dynamite.
Yeah. Latif was actually their teacher during the pandemic.
Oh,
It was called Papi School. But now when we tell them, and when they're bad, we go, you want Papi School? No, I don't want Papi School.
They know. They
I don't
know.
want Papi School.
oh my God. So any of your children sing or perform?
Listen, our daughter is so talented. She's crazy. This girl, she could sing. She can play instruments. She can dance. She's an artist.
Mm.
She has beautiful tattoos. She was just up to be on the cover of a tattoo magazine.
Oh, okay.
She's really beautiful.
Wow.
You know, she has the sleeves, you know, but she
Yeah.
draws her own tattoos. She knows how.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Nice. I just got
But
this one not too long ago. The
Diana.
my Taina.
But she's very conservative. She's in the army. She chose that conservative life, you know.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Okay.
But she's
Hey.
very artistic.
That's
All we
great.
can do is be happy for our children. If that's what makes them happy, right? We gotta
Exactly.
support them.
Exactly.
Just be behind them. You know.
Exactly.
Hey, we got Mambo Lebron in the house. Yeah. He's on my
That's
side. He's
my
not here
brother.
yet, but he's on my side.
Oh, you know him too. See, we all know each other. Everybody
You know,
knows
his brother
everybody.
lives in my town.
So
You
look
know,
at that.
Carlos.
Mira eso.
There you go. Carlos, the DJ, another DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Carlos
was on our
lives in
show
my
too, right?
town.
Yep,
Yeah.
they're the ones that get together. The Mambo, Carlos, and Benny B. They get together and they make all these productions.
Right. That's right.
Yes.
We
Oh,
had
they
them in our show.
for JCee. JCee lives
Ex-
here in North Carolina. She remade, oh my God, was it Jaya's song? She remade Jaya's song, right? If You Leave Me Now.
If you leave me now.
Oh, okay.
Sounds
Mhm.
incredible. It sounds
And then-
incredible, Mambo. I
And
love
Mambo also did a lot of productions for Chris Ais, remember?
Yeah. Oh, well, you know,
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
Awesome.
Ooh,
Awesome.
Chris, yeah.
Okay. So
that's a Bronx girl like me. We knew each other.
exactly. I give all my, my sympathies to her, because of
Absolutely.
what happened. And we are here for you, girl. And we are here for you to support you. So
Yeah.
you're not alone.
That's right. We love you, sis.
I'll say shout out to Lucy. That we're always there.
Oh,
for.
Lucy Martinez,
Lucy Martinez.
the red carpet. Remember,
Red
she's the one that has
carpet.
the red
Oh,
carpet
she-
show.
That's right.
Yeah. That's our girl, man.
yeah, we were with her the other day too.
I don't know her though, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Right.
she's really
And I don't know how she does it. That's woman power right there. I don't want to get into the personal, but she's a very powerful woman. I really admire her. Okay, she goes out there and
Yeah.
besides her, besides the stuff, but
Medical,
You know,
medical.
It's
conditions,
almost
yeah.
like I think at this age we have like a whole new we have a whole new way of wanting to live, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you understand what I'm trying to like?
Yeah, yes.
we still want to do what we used to do in a good way, but we want to do it healthier now.
We want to do it healthy and
Mhm.
even we want to do things we've never done before.
Yeah,
About it.
exactly.
It's almost like, you know what? I'm in my 50s and this might be the last chance that I can do certain things. So we want to do it, right?
Exactly.
Hey, I'm going all into this farming thing. I'm already doing videos on how to can food, the canning that you can do like a carne guisada, y arroz, y habichuela. You put it in a jar and then you put it in the pressure cooker and then they preserve so you have food.
Wow.
And it lasts. Yeah,
Also-
go on YouTube,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
They
And
have-
also all the syrups. I got different syrups in glass jars that last a year fermentation, and you
with
just take
garlic and honey.
garlic,
and-
honey.
Well, you know, that's a big thing here. Canning
Yeah, canning.
is a very big thing here. I don't know
Yeah.
how to do it, but I mean, it's a big thing.
I want to start learning how to do it. I was looking at online, and it's not too bad. You just need one of those pressure cookers that you have to put the cans and buy all the glass jars and stuff like that. But since we live in a
cool.
hurricane state, and hurricanes
Yeah.
been hitting everywhere, and the way things have been a little weird lately with phones dropping, internet, you don't know what's gonna happen. I said, you know what? I'm gonna start
We
doing
could
some
believe it this
canning.
morning. Our internet was dropping here. It was happening this morning.
Well, last week our phones shut off for like almost 2 hours.
No,
The
more.
whole right more
The whole morning.
AT&T.
That was I was gonna say
AT&T.
AT&T.
Yeah.
Wow, that was crazy too.
Yeah, and then Tuesday, I was doing my podcast and I couldn't connect on the platform. I couldn't connect to the other applications. Like saying failed, and I had to do it like 6 times. I was like panicking, like, oh my God, I can't get on.
It's
And
great.
it never happened. So, and the thing is, we're so used to being on technology that,
And right at the drop of a dime, just do whatever you want.
exactly.
It has
Exactly.
been crazy because we had the
So-
same happen this morning.
I'm
And
gonna
then
get some. I have some other flyers here.
Ooh,
You see what we got here.
I got some other flyers because I know you're gonna be in different locations. I have
oh
here.
yeah.
So we
Exactly.
got March 23rd. You're gonna be in Boca Raton.
Boca
Pay attention,
Raton.
people.
No
Pay
matter
attention.
how, anybody that's near Boca Raton, it's gonna be such a good time.
That's right. That's gonna be the oldies. Denny Terrio. Get your dancing shoes on. We're gonna be hustling
Yeah.
all night long. Then
Yeah,
we got April 19th, Chicago. There's Chicago.
be a great show.
Rosemont Theater. I've never been to
All
Chicago.
my people from
Really?
Chicago.
I
Yeah.
love. Can I tell you the food is incredible?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! Listen, that's little Puerto Rico, girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go to Chicago one day. Then
Yeah.
you're going to Massachusetts, May 3rd.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
that's the one with David. There you go,
That's the
David.
one
That's
David.
with David. There's David. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And then we got June 1st, San Diego.
June
Let's
1st,
see
San
what-
Diego.
Let's see what June 1st is. I lost June 1st. That's the cruise. What's this one? This one is,
That was in Kissimmee.
that's the Kissimmee
That's the
one.
Kissimmee one.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry.
April 20th.
Right.
That's April 20th. And hopefully
That's
we
gonna
can,
be
That's
so
the one I want to make that
I
one.
want to go to that one.
Try to
So
make it
we're gonna try to see if we can make it up there. And then you got the cruise for next year. The
Yes.
cruise. That's the cruise we got to get on. We got to see where we're
Next
at.
year.
Hopefully
We
we
do
Oh,
be
that's the
there.
one she's saying
He has
next
2
year.
cruises. I'm doing both of them.
Oh wow.
There's 2
Yes,
cruises?
2 cruises.
Okay. So this one leaves from Miami on
Yeah,
Carnival Magic.
that's in Miami.
Oh, go
And
San
that
Juan,
is-
St. Thomas.
Oh, look at that. You got JCee B, Fascination.
We know
AB.
Jesse B.
Oh wow.
We had
Tony
Jesse B on the
Moran.
show.
Mhm.
Wow, Fulanito.
We know the Nasty Boys. Jaquan. Oh my God, Jaquan. JC used to dance backup with the Nasty Boys.
I know that. Oh yeah, Andrew,
Yeah.
that was a crazy story because that was like in what,
Fulanito. I know Fulanito.
2008, I think it
Everybody
was. I think Jaquan and
I forgot his name.
Smurf, Kid Smurf, Javelle.
You said
Don't know.
2008?
I think so, something around there, around 2000.
Yeah.
You know, Chief used to talk to him all the time around that time.
So check it out. I always had it in me, right? So then me and Javelle meet at a studio, And I'm doing my salsa thing, and then he's like, "Oh, hey, what are you doing here and everything?" So they had split up, right? For whatever reasons, they had split up, and then Jovel wanted to get out there again. So there was a place called Tokyo Blue at the time.
Yeah,
Fort
I was
Lauderdale.
born
Fort
there.
Lauderdale.
Oh, you
I
did?
was born there.
So-
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So Jovel told me, "Yo, JCee, you think you can learn the routines?" So I started singing some of the songs.
Yeah.
He gave me some leads, and he took some leads, and then we started doing all the routines. Hey, and I became a nicety boy for like a year.
Wow, that's so cool.
And yeah, and then after that, so I
So
went
you
into
could
the
fill
salsa
in
again.
when they need somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
course.
cool.
Of
He can
course.
dance. He
I
can
can still dance, girl.
He just
All
had,
right?
he just has some issues with his back,
That's all.
unfortunately. So he can't do the flips and things like
Right,
he used
but I
to.
can do other stuff, but I can still,
Yeah.
You can still make it happen.
I can still make it happen.
Adrenaline will make it happen.
But right now, I'm concentrating on my 2 songs that I'm finishing right now, my 2 salsa songs. So that's exciting right
Yeah.
now. That's what's happening
That
with
is
me
so
right
exciting.
now. I'm
Yeah.
excited. I can't wait. It's almost finished. One is almost finished.
And that flyer there, that was Tony Moran. También we met Tony last time he was here in Miramar.
Yes.
And
Well, Tony produced Show Me. He was one of the producers on Show Me.
Oh, look at that.
look at that. So I'm telling you, it's this big.
And he was one of the Latin Rascals.
Absolutely, yes.
One of my favorite songs, Arabian Nights.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my, I love
That's
that.
the baddest song to mix. The
I love
badass
it.
song to mix. Oh my god.
I mean, there was so many great songs,
Oh my gosh. And the thing is, almost 40 years, and they're still being played on the radio. Concerts are still being going to. Stadiums are being filled.
Unbelievable.
People are still loving the music.
I'm so happy.
And now you have a new generation. We went to, when we were in Boca, when we were Giggles, there was a man there. His son was there. He was 20 years old, and he says, "My son grew up with freestyle because I love freestyle." And his son was just loving it. My son likes it. I'm hoping to bring him to on the concert the 23rd. My
How
son
old
wants
is
to
he?
go.
How
My
old-
son is going to be 24 in July.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and my other son is going to be 28 in April.
My 30
My-
And he
year
has a 30-year-old.
I got a
My
30-year-old.
there with some of my nephews.
Oh, yeah?
They're gonna be there. Yeah, my sister-in-law can't go. She's gonna be in New York, but my brother's gonna be there with some of my nephews. I have family in Florida.
Oh, okay. Cool,
Mhm.
cool. Well, we'll see you. Definitely see you on the 23rd. That's
Angel,
for
I
sure.
want to ask you something. I want your intake on something very important. I do this on my Spanish show as well. You know that now in salsa, that we have La Salsa de Hoy, which we have a whole bunch of new salseros out there, very talented, great recordings, right? But they're not being played out there, and a lot of people are not promoting, right? So they have to do it on their own. But give me your opinion about the new freestylers from today, because there are some freestylers out there, right? That are
Yes.
starting their careers now, and they're developing. So,
Right.
do you think it's a good idea to support these guys? Because I mean, they're making the
Absolutely.
effort. And I think-
Absolutely. I can't
think-
stand when people
yeah.
don't want to support it.
Exactly.
How do you keep the music going if you don't support the new artist? It's
Exactly.
it's
So-
just logic. It's just logic.
I'm glad that you guys are still around, and I want you guys to be
Yeah, I don't
around
want-
for
I
like
don't want-
ever.
Die with us.
You know?
I don't want freestyle music to die with us. I want it to keep going.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You know,
All
So
you
you-
promoters out
Oh.
there, please, all you
DJs.
promoters out there,
And
DJs, play the new freestyle as well, because
Absolutely.
people like Angel, even God forbid the day she's not here, her music is gonna live forever, no
Exactly.
matter what.
I told you, I don't want to stop anybody from doing shows, any of that, because we need everybody to do shows, because that's what makes the shows successful. We need more people to do freestyle music to keep it going and keep it successful. And you got to understand, at this point, when they're doing freestyle, they're doing it from their heart.
Yeah.
They're not doing it for the money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All these new artists, they're doing it because they love freestyle and they want to do it. So why wouldn't you support them?
Exactly.
And I hear from a few people, oh, well, I don't think the music's that great, or I don't think. Well, then why don't you take them under your wing and say, you know what I'm saying? Hey, maybe you should do this instead. Maybe,
Exactly.
maybe you
Exactly.
work with somebody else, or the music, you can do this or that. Mentor them.
Exactly. That's what we talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta take on the new generation. All these
Absolutely.
producers and say, well, even though we have these artists that are still around and they're still healthy and they're still doing shows, but what's gonna happen then? So we have to start
I'm gonna have to be
promoting.
real. I'm gonna have to be real. I think I'm fabulous.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
You're still rocking those
You're
boots.
still
I don't know why
rocking.
you're walking those. She has these platform boots and she comes out walking like nothing. If I put those on, I'll just eat it on stage. I'll be flying.
And you know what, Angel?
I'm 5 feet tall. I have to wear.
I'm 5'7", and you was like up to here. I'm like, what's going on here?
The heels I'm wearing for Boca are even higher than the ones
Oh my gosh.
and
Well,
they're
listen, Angel.
fab.
My sister needs one of those. My sister's 5'1" too.
Oh, yeah,
and
she's
she's
fine.
little.
Yeah, I lock myself at night. I lock myself in here while Latifah's sleeping, and I just put all my stuff on
He knows
his
the
card.
secrets now. He wakes up in the morning. What? Why is my count negative?
No, but then he'll have my granddaughter doing it. Like we're all ordering.
Oh no. He's trying to reconcile the bank statement. Amazon.
Where did this come from?
But you
The
know what? it is?
packages are coming
spoils
in.
us. He spoils us though. He'll act like he's a little upset. But then he's like, oh, but it is nice, I like
Well,
it.
he needs to do a skit about the Amazon packages. I watch his skits. He
I know.
makes me laugh.
TikTok. Is he not the funniest thing?
Oh my gosh.
I'm making him start again.
Hey.
You know, I was laughing, but he has to do it about
I
Amazon.
get the outfits, the wigs, everything.
It's too much.
I love styling. That's my other passion also, styling. So I love, everybody who says, wow, you wear some crazy stuff sometimes. And I said, you know what? I'm wearing a costume. I don't
That's
get
right.
on stage wearing something that I could go to dinner with, okay?
Exactly.
I'm gonna wear a costume on stage.
There you go.
You have to. You gotta bling it out.
With a hoodie on, my
Man,
sleeves
when I go do my presentations, I dress up sharp.
I was bling
And
that
I don't
night.
care what anybody says.
I was wearing all my silver that day. We were at the show. I had my silver pants on and my silver shirt at the
Girl,
show.
you
You
were
can't. You
doing
gotta dress the
You
part,
would
man.
do it.
I gotta get a new outfit for the Boca.
Well,
I
maybe
need a new
not.
outfit.
Maybe not. Because I'm wearing silver just in case you want to match.
Oh, okay.
Wearing silver for that one.
Well, I have my.
I don't
want to
whip out my jacket. I'm just gonna go
You got
nice. I'm gonna go.
It's a really good silver jacket, this sparkly jacket that he wears.
Woo! Me lo traigo en el carro just in
You gotta
case.
look like a band. You gotta come in. I'm with the band.
They thought we were backstage at the Hollywood
Festival.
There was a Hollywood at Hollywood, Florida, at Arts Park.
We said
There
it in the
was
beginning,
Tito
right?
Puente, the Tito Puente 100-year anniversary of Tito Puente. So we were backstage, and everybody thought, are you gonna perform, JCee? No, not today. Like everybody thought he was gonna.
Everybody,
get on stage.
almost every single artist that I know there asked me if I was gonna perform. I said no. I came here as a show because I want to cover you guys.
Right.
But I will be there, and I know I'll be there, and it's all about timing. And
Right.
That's all it is.
It's all about timing. Absolutely. It's not always where you want to be. Sometimes it's the journey. Don't enjoy the journey.
Exactly.
Because a lot of times you get to where you wanted to get and you're like, man, I should have had more fun. While I was, I should have realized what a great time I was having even when you're struggling sometimes.
Exactly.
You know?
My experience now, at this age, I'm doing now what you did years ago. Now I'm experiencing what is it to record in a studio. So all this to me is exciting, and I got a production team that's very awesome, and they take care of me and they direct me the right way and what to do and not what to do, because I'm not getting any younger, but I still look good. Pero
That's what they need to do. It's not rocket science,
Exactly.
If you help somebody in some type of way, just do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, look, we got another salsero. Hector Manuel is here.
Hector Manuel in the house, another salsero.
Otro salsero.
You gotta go on YouTube, Hector Manuel, para que no me olvides. Nice song.
Nice
awesome.
song. Yeah, we've met so many salseros. Like, I don't know a lot of the names. JCee, that's his world. So I'm learning, right? So they
Right.
come on the show, and sometimes we joke around and laugh. I always come out, oh, the Spanish word for the day, because these Puerto Ricans come up with these words. I don't know what they're telling me. What was that? ¿Qué fue eso? What was that word? I'm like, what was that? I gotta get. Where's the Googleero?
You know what?
I gotta go to Google.
Googleero.
Latif needs to do a TikTok on that because that boy has so many words that he made up.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my gosh, you have to.
And a lot of times I use those words. And people are like, what the hell is she
What
talking
you just
about?
said.
Because
¿Qué tú
he
estás
makes up
hablando?
these words. And you know what it is? He makes up these words that they really do mean what he's saying. It's crazy. It is crazy.
Ahí te manda saludos, Héctor Manuel. Saludos a la dama. That's right, baby. That's right. A la dama. Así que se dice. Saludos a la dama.
And Nilda's been here all day here.
Yeah, Nilda's enjoying the show.
Yeah, she was saying.
Hey, Nilda, share it. Share the show,
She said they
Nilda.
need to educate the new generation because this music industry is not going to continue unless they educate the new generation and pass it on to their
Absolutely.
children.
Absolutely.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
right. Teach one.
Absolutely
Say
right.
that.
Yeah.
If you could help one person, think about it, just one person in your life mattered, right?
Yeah.
Your life mattered, believe it or not.
Makes me feel
Helping
good.
one person.
Yep.
And I look at these kids, and I'm going to tell you the first thing we need to teach these kids is business. This is a music business.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because I ended up with nothing. But I don't know if you know this.
No.
No.
I not only ended up with nothing, I ended up with you can't even perform your own songs.
Oh.
My husband, Latif Mercado, had to fight for me to be able to sing my own songs.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
They took him
For
from
me
you.
to be able to be myself, my own self. Is that not crazy?
See, that is crazy. See, this is that. See, these are the things that they don't teach us, right? When they grab you when you're young.
Like you're saying, you're so excited about being in the studio. So you're not thinking about the business.
Right.
part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, I get that. It's so exciting. It's incredible. But you also got to think about the business part.
Well, you know what? Now that you say that, I already studied that. So I have my own publishing. I have my own.
There you go.
My own
Okay,
label.
my own
we do our
label.
thing.
I'm my own composer and
That's a
BMI.
beautiful thing.
And
So
I don't.
you know all of that now?
Yes,
You need to teach that to someone else.
Yes. And that's
Exactly.
what we want to do.
that's what we want to do.
So I'm a part of Mujeres en Paz. That's a foundation, a woman foundation founded by La Diva de la Salsa, Arlene Gonzalez, Arlene G. She started a foundation because she's a salsera. She's also a real estate broker. She's an incredible, smart woman. But she has been harassed, stalked, everything else you can think of as a woman. And she's tired of it,
And the salsa
and
world.
she's still going through it as we speak.
Yeah.
And she's not going to stop in the salsa world, just in the music. She did freestyle. She was doing a little bit of freestyle for a while too. And she has a couple of songs that she does some pop. But it's hard as a woman. And we don't talk
It's
about
very,
this.
but when I say about learn the business,
No, it's learn how to
I thought-
create the
I'm going
business.
to tell you, I'm going to explain this to you. I thought they could stop me. My husband knew they couldn't stop me. Do you understand? So if I wouldn't have gotten with him, I would have just went off and went away. That's it. Never performed again.
Wow.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? Something
So
that
I'm glad he got into that.
Well,
know,
Really glad. I'm
something.
glad.
And he's not only helped me, he's helped so many artists in these
that's
situations.
awesome.
And he never lets anybody know. He never says it. He never takes a dime for anything. He's shelled out his money to help these artists.
That's the way it should be. That's
But
the way it should
you
be.
know what? We always tell each other, we do these things for a reason. We help people in this industry. We help children, our families. You got to be like that, especially with your own kind.
Oh, I know, but not everybody's like that. And that's why you went through that, because money is very evil also. So people, if they get controlled by the money and they make money their God, that's where the problem is. And that's where the abuse starts, and they start stealing stuff. I mean, my mother recorded 7 songs back in 1961, and she hasn't seen one dime of royalties.
Girl,
And on top of it, they're still selling her record on Amazon
Wherever
as
it
we
is.
speak.
Well, she needs to go to Sound Exchange because it's her voice, and she'll get paid.
Well, she's a composer. She's a composer.
Double then. She sang it.
She's a composer, and she's a writer, and she has a copyright and all that stuff. So
we're finding out. We're getting into that.
That's exactly what you got to do, girl.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting into that.
I will. Yeah, because it's just really crazy.
Every 3 months? Every 4 months? Every 3 months, you get a check from them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So that's what she needs to do.
So that's
what
all
we need to do. Money that's making off of her, she needs to make some of that back.
Yeah, I know. That's what we got to see. We can find some lost money out there.
So that's what Mujeres en Paz is about. All these new female artists that are young.
Right.
So they want the foundation wants to teach them how to conduct business, right?
Right. We're going to show them how to open a business account, a legal business account, get your tax number, get your own publishing company, how to go to Sound Exchange, how to be on BMI or ASCAP or whatever way to register so you can check your music. And then basically how to go to reputable people to record music that you're not going to get, slammed with money or harassed sexually, because that's the problem in this industry. And it doesn't matter. Entertainment industry in general. Okay. You get harassment on both sides. Men get harassed, women get harassed.
That's
okay.
Right.
But, back in the day, now we can talk more about it. But before it was like quiet, silent. You felt guilt. You feel like, oh, it's my fault. It's not your fault. No woman should ever feel that it's their fault, because no person should touch another person without their permission.
Absolutely.
Okay.
No means no.
No means no.
No means no. That's right. No means no.
Exactly. So, well, wow, we learned so much about you today.
God.
This has been awesome. We could talk for hours.
I know. Well, we will in another occasion. We will.
We'll be following you. We'll see you at the concert, and we'll look to see you maybe new music one
March 23rd for my birthday. Woo, woo, woo. Boca Raton Amphitheater.
Yes,
okay?
everybody.
Mine's the park.
Good time. And if you want to know about any of my concerts, please follow me, Angel OCG. Original Cover Girls, Angel Louise Mercado, or you can follow at Latif Mercado on every social media site.
Right. And make sure you go to Latif's page and get the Freestyle Blast newsletter, which is awesome.
Please forget that. He wants to kill me because so much into that. He puts so much into that. He has all the new artists on it. He puts all their new songs on it.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. Okay. So
Latif, I'm glad you're my family now. I really am. I always love meeting new family.
Can you believe that? Of all things. And then Latif's like, the family didn't talk to you about me? I said, not really. Like, they mentioned, like, that. You know how the family is?
Crazy. Every time we would be in LA for a holiday, we'd be in her house.
Wow, look at that.
We would
She
be
said
in
she
her
could
house
kill
for
her
the
sister.
holiday.
So she didn't invite me. Now, and we would come over all the time, too.
Yeah.
So I don't understand.
Not only that, they spent my birthday with me in Disneyland.
Wow.
I worked at Disney.
Did you? I was out there doing some shows.
I'm telling you, I'm going to beat my sister when I go to Vegas and see her. I told her, I said, I can see
every time I go to Vegas, we see them. We have dinner.
I was in Vegas. I went to Vegas 2 years ago. So to see them, we need to make a trip.
You know what? It's so difficult. When you have
the whole family.
I know Bob's a trip, right?
They're so sweet. Oh my God!
And my niece and my nephew, I love my family to death. Are you kidding me?
Me too. I love them. I love them.
So we're gonna show a little bit more for we're on the conclusion. We're on the hour
what do you want to show?
A little bit of that.
Okay.
Nos vamos a despedir de Angel. We're gonna say goodbye. We're going to say goodbye to our audience. Thank you for tuning in today. Our first episode, total success, like it should be. So
thank you
keep on following.
Thank you.
All the time.
Always.
And keep on following us. And my people, keep on following us every Thursday at 8 o'clock, okay?
That's right. We'll see all the other freestyle guests that we're going to have. We're going to have some surprise ones too. It's going to be great.
Bye, Angel. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye.
It's been an honor.
Guys.
Talk soon.
Okay.
Bye. Wow, what a great interview.
Wow.
I mean, just amazing. We're gonna leave it off with a couple.
How lucky are we?
Huh?
You're so lucky, right?
I know,
That's
I know. This is all awesome, awesome. And then I gotta tell you, I keep finding family. Like the other day, I found a couple other cousins I didn't know about in Puerto Rico también. I'm like, man, there's like family coming out of the woodworks. I didn't even know. And see, we have so much. We have, there's a lot of talent in the family. My father being a pianist, my mother being a pianist. So we've got all this musical, talent in the family, and who knows what else we got out there.
And you know what? I wanted the new freestyle out there that we were talking about this point. So if you want to be on the show, it's right down the screen and it's scrolling right now. To appear on our show, just email or text us at Spanglish Cafe Music Podcast at gmail.com. Okay, so don't be afraid. Pick up the phone. You have some new material, some new freestyle. We'll be glad to have you on the show. All right, say your side of the story. Okay, but we always want to start the show strong. That's why we had Angel from the Cover Girls. It was an excellent show. Thank you. We thank her again. So don't forget to tune us with us next Thursday. 8 o'clock. David Torres.
Diamond
You're
Girl.
my diamond girl.
That's
Ooh,
right.
oh,
Diamond Girl. I love that song. I used to roller skate to that song. And I told David the other day when I saw him, we used to have a crew, us girls, and then we were the Diamond Ladies. But we did that before we heard. Then we heard the song afterwards. We're like, man, we should have been the Diamond Girls. We already made art. Remember we used to do the sweatshirts? You used to go to the New York, the iron-on letters with what were the Roman letters?
What you was gonna put, Niña de Diamante? Mi niña de diamante, si tú eres. Nice, right?
Woo!
I love it.
Singing it good. Let's hit some. Let's end up with some freestyle here.
Here we go again.